We welcome you inside the South Charleston Community Center in South Charleston, West Virginia, getting you set for the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic. Great to have you with us here, streaming live on Video Productions, along with two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year and our great video productions crew, Mark Martin. And we are happy to be bringing you basketball. Again, Bob Boland, this is just one more event that we did not get to enjoy last year due to COVID-19. Another sign of more normal times than we have been accustomed to as of late.
I think we're all excited about the normal times coming back and the opportunity to get to watch the best basketball players in the state compete here this evening is exciting, and I'm sure these fans are ready for tonight's action.
Well, you, of course, have been running an all-star basketball game for many years, the annual Scott Brown Memorial Classic, which we had the pleasure of doing here on Video Productions, and many of these faces that we saw in that game, some have arrived here for this North-South Classic.
Oh, there definitely are many familiar faces here tonight, and during the Scott Brown Classic, there were a lot of proms that weekend that COVID had pushed back. And so some of the kids here that were invited that weren't able to come was because of prom. And I'm sure a few of the kids that played in the Scott Brown that aren't here are probably on vacation. But this is a great event. It's been going on forever, and I'm excited that Video Productions has the opportunity to do it, and people get to sit at home and watch it if they couldn't make it out tonight.
38th annual event, and it started in South Charleston. It was in Payton City one year, moved to Capital, and then has been here at South Charleston's Community Center for several years. And right now the North All-Stars are being introduced. Scott Sorrow of Class AA state champion Williamstown, and Ryan Lambert, the head coach of Pendleton County, the single A runner-up in the 2021 state tournament. They will guide the North team, the South squad being guided by Brian England of St. Albans and Jared Robertson of Greenbrier West. Two good coaching staffs.
Oh, two great coaching staffs. They have experience, but they're not long in the teeth yet. You'd say two good, I would still call them young coaches that have really reached the top of their profession. And, I'm sure in an all-star event atmosphere where they only have one day to practice, they got to really use their time wisely and try to put a few things in to make them look like a team this evening. And I know both of these coaching staffs are able to do that. Running
down the rosters for the two teams for the North All-Stars, Gavin Kennedy out of Robert C. Byrd is a member. He was in the Scott Brown Memorial Classic. Braden Miller, young man from Roane County. Bryson Lucas, also from Robert C. Byrd, heading to Cal PA. Very good player, and he was battling for the slam dunk competition title earlier here against Aiden Satterfield from Charleston Catholic. Ryan Neisler out of University. Jalen Johnson, a Fairmont senior. Jack Buffano of Bridgeport, who was the MVP of that Scott Brown Memorial Classic. Ritchie County's Graydon McKinney. Bailey Thompson from Pendleton County. Isaiah Gardner from Pendleton County. Josh Alt from Pendleton County, who is also playing in the North-South All-Star Football Classic tomorrow. And Mojo Chisler, young man out of Clay Battelle, very talented kid, 6'5". For the South All-Stars, Aiden Satterfield, who just won the slam dunk competition, joined in the game by Braden Howe out of Liberty Raleigh, Caden Pack of Greenbrier West, Jamil Clater of St. Albans, Mason Pinkett, outstanding player from state champion George Washington, Caleb May from Tug Valley, who will play in the North-South All-Star football game tomorrow. William Gabbard of Greenbrier East, saw him shoot the lights out of the Scott Brown Memorial Classic and win that three-point shooting competition. Zion Suddeth, a teammate of Aiden Satterfield. Those two standouts play together for the final time. Also Winfield's Brent Kincaid, Ben Gillum, outstanding player from Beckley, Alex Yoakum of George Washington, John Blankenship, a 6'6" standout who's headed to UC out of Lincoln County, and Amari Smith of Huntington High School, 6'4", and he is a part of this South team as well. We will return and get this one started in just a moment. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2021 West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Much of life is about movement. Every day we engage thousands of connected, moving parts of our bodies to go about our lives. When one of those parts isn't working as it should, it can shut you down. At Scott Orthopedic Center, we're professionals that work with you to get you back up and moving as soon as possible. We use the latest techniques, tools, and resources to get you on the road to recovery. A full range of experience for a full range of motion. Scott Orthopedic Center.
We welcome you back inside the South Charleston Community Center, getting you set for the 2021 West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic, the North Bears and the South Cardinals. Well, all-star basketball games, Bob, you never know, but kids want to get out there and do the best they can.
Oh, they are, Mark, and you like to have something to play for. And I would think a directional game, north-south. You would like to prove that if you're from the north, that the north has better basketball, and if you're from the south, they do. And you always got to have a reason to compete. So I hope these guys get out here and go after it, and it's not like the NBA All-Star game. And, I think high school kids a lot of times will be more competitive just out of nature than wanting to just put a show on.
Got a chance to see the lineups there, and Aiden Satterfield set to battle Bryson Lucas there. Hey, we saw a jump ball. So it will be the North Bears with the basketball first, and this is Lucas. And on the move is by Fano, gets it back outside to Braden Miller. Miller out of Roane County High School, going to Alderson Broadus. Well, here's a guy we saw in the state tournament and another guy we saw in the state tournament who heads it off to yet another guy we saw in the state tournament in May. And Caleb May, well, just a great athlete, averaged 26.5 a game, and down low by Fano scores for the North, and we're evened up here.
Yeah, Caleb May, but I like that kid. He can score it. He's just a tough kid. And I didn't know, Mark, that he's really good at football too, but I think that kid needs to be playing college basketball.
Well, I talked to him this week, and says of right now, not going to do anything. I said, you need to change your mind on that because you can help someone. Nice pass there from Johnson trying to get it to Bailey Thompson, who helped lead Pendleton County to that state championship game. How about Ryan Lambert? He's got 3 of his players in this game off that Pendleton County squad.
Boy, they were fun to watch. They were so well coached, and they went the distance, just came up a little short.
Alex Yoakum, who led George Washington to that Quad A state championship, first Quad A title in state history. Lucas scooping up missed shot there, and the ball goes out of bounds. John Anderson, Charlie Short, and Steve Robinson are the officials for this game. South leads the series 29-8. Last game in 2019, Bob, North winning 171-141.
I hope that doesn't happen this evening, Mark. Hey, from the beginning of this game, both teams are out here trying to play a little defense, and that makes it for a much better game.
Bailey Thompson back to Jalen Johnson, still undecided where he will take his talents as he drives and scores. Of course, we had the chance to see Johnson play for Dave Retton's Fairmont Senior Polar Bears.
I would say he's the most athletic player out here this evening.
Yoakum gets it back to Aiden Satterfield.
And that's not taking anything away from Satterfield and Lucas's athletic ability. And I love Aiden Satterfield with that step-back jumper.
Had a chance to see Satterfield a lot during his high school career. It's odd to see him wearing something other than green and white, and he goes up there and blocks it, but that's going to be a bucket there for the North Bears.
And everybody's going to have trouble guarding Jalen Johnson because of that athletic ability. One player can't stop him. They need to have help defense, and that's hard to get guys to buy into with 1 day of practice.
Mason Pinkett, another outstanding player from that George Washington program. And here is Gabbert, and, well, that guy can just flat out shoot it and shows it there. So 2 threes early on here for the South Cardinals.
Well, Gabbert has a beautiful jump shot, great follow-through. I would say the most consistent three-point shooter in the state.
Hayden Satterfield on the move and wheels around back out to May.
Look at that pass.
Beautiful to Pinkett.
Caleb May playing unselfish basketball game in an all-star game. Had a wide-open three. Passed up to a good shot to get a great shot.
Fouls on Yoakum. His first, and team foul number 1, first foul of the game, and Johnson lets it fly and knocks it through. So Johnson starting out here with 7 of the first 9 points for the North.
Yeah, extremely athletic, quick, really solid basketball player. I think he can make somebody a good college player also.
Mason Pinkett going to take his talents to community college in Arizona. And here is Johnson again, and
gotta switch
rifles
up.
It in.
Got to switch up. He's got too many. How many's he got, Mark? 10 in 4 minutes?
10 in 4 minute span has the North in the lead.
Yeah.
Bryson Lucas dribbles that one off of his foot.
There's how you stop Jalen Johnson. You do a wholesale substitution. That's the only way to stop him tonight.
All right, so both teams making a switch here at the 16:01 mark. Zion Suddeth will come in for the South Cardinals wearing number 22. Caden Pack wears number 3.
Boy, our scorekeeper's a little bit rusty. They got a 70-10, and they're going all the way back by 1s to 0. I don't know if that'll ever get right.
Mel Clater into the game. Out of St. Albans wearing number 23. Braden Howe in the game from Liberty. Raleigh drives and scores. Nice bucket there by Howe. Good football player as well at Liberty Raleigh High School.
Liberty Raiders in the house. Howe with a great move to the basket.
Brent Kincaid, number 23, also in there for the South Cardinals, helped Winfield with that big upset of Fairmont in the state tournament in the AAA portion. Set those North Bears who entered the game for you in just a moment. Howe driving and shot swatted from behind.
Caden Pack there with that drive. Well, they look alike out there, don't they, Mark? One's 3 and one's 2. And
yeah, Caden Pack, forgive us, is in the game.
Greenbrier West lit it up this year, played leading scorer in the Scott Brown game. He had a tremendous year this year.
Josh Alt down low, young man who will play in the football game tomorrow, scores it there. And now here is Pack driving and scoring, ball tapped around, and the North will control it. Ryan Neisler brings it up. He played for Joe Schmiedel at University. Mojo Chisler, 6'5", player from Clay Battelle. And here's the South on the other end, and that will be Howe scoring.
Braden Howe getting out in transition, getting the easy bucket, ties things up at 14.
On the move is Chisler, going to go to a prep school in Florida. Clater with the rebound. Down low and scoring once again is Howe for the South All-Stars. Also in the game for the North at the moment, number 13, Sam Cremines. Cremines helped lead Williamstown to that state championship.
Well, he was tremendous, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I mean, he did it all.
And rounding out the 5 on the floor at the moment, man taking it out of bounds is Gavin Kennedy, also from RCB, second all-time leading scorer in Eagle history. 16-14 game. South in the lead, shot no good there by Braden Howe. Gavin Kennedy will pull up right of the key and knocks it through. Nice looking shot by Kennedy, who played for the great Bill Bennett there at Robert C. Byrd.
That mid-range jumper going to the right for a right-hander is a very difficult shot.
Caden Pack gets it out to Clater. Now Zion Suddeth goes to work here. Suddeth and Satterfield, boy, they played so many years together there at Catholic, and now they're going to be rivals in the Mountain East Conference. Suddeth going to go to Wheeling and Satterfield to West Lib, only about 10 miles apart, but they'll be on different teams and turnover by the North.
Kind of like that Duke-UNC rivalry, 9 miles apart. I went up there and drove that and couldn't believe it. Tobacco Road in the Mountain East.
Yeah, in the northern panhandle of West Virginia. Here is Pack launching. Couldn't get it to go, but nice rebound by Suddeth and beautiful passing by the South. Howe could not finish there. And here come the Bears. Chisler in trouble, and good quick hands there by Kincaid. Young man out of Winfield, but the ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the blue-clad North Bears.
Mark, this is so much better than 170 to 140 and not guarding each other. These teams are taking some pride defensively. You know, I mean, that's why you play the game. You play to win, and both these teams are doing that, and it's enjoyable to watch so far.
Kennedy gets it over to Chisler, and the ball stripped there. House played well since entering the game, but then how about Sam Cremines out of Williamstown? Will play his college basketball at Marietta College. On the move, and Neisler with the nice little finger roll there.
Oh, Neisler has been doing that, and last year when he played with Matheny, the previous year, the COVID year, he was such an unsung hero. And, I mean, Matheny was tremendous. He got all the headlines. But Neisler was a solid player for Joe Smittle for his entire career, and you can see how athletic he is when he goes to the basket.
All right, so some changes have been made. Pinkett, Gabbert, and this is Amari Smith from Huntington letting it fly. Wouldn't drop. John Blankenship, number 33, out of Lincoln County, is in the game. Yoakum is back in. So you got three guys that once upon a time played at George Washington. Gabbert played his senior year for Greenbrier East, but once upon a time he was there with Yoakum and Pinkett, and nice play there by Bailey Thompson out of Pendleton County.
Does he get an assist on that? He threw it off the backboard to himself. Maybe he gets assist, a rebound, and a bucket.
4-point lead for the North. Yoakum gets it to Blankenship. Blankenship going to go to UC. Here is Gabbert. Couldn't get that one to drop.
Even Gabbert's misses look good. Has such a quick release, great follow through. He's going to make somebody a good college basketball player. Really shoots the ball well.
Braden McKinney, can't miss him. Got those orange shoes on. Stand out from Ritchie County, and Bifano scores it there. He has 4 in the game, and on the other end, it will be Smith out of Huntington High.
Yeah, great job by the South team getting the ball out of the net quickly, getting it up the court. As we go to a replay, we finally get time for one. Let's look at it. There, threw it off the backboard to himself and got it, and the Pendleton County All-Star puts it in the basket. Well, if you give him a rebound, you got to give him a missed shot. So I wouldn't do that.
Bifano on the move, going to Marymount in Arlington, Virginia. Working there against Yoakum and throws it away. Tried to hit Bailey Thompson down low, and so the South with the basketball.
Well, Smith can play the point. He can play positions 1 through 4 with his size, and misses a 3 there. But plays for Ty Holmes out of Huntington High. Ty Holmes, such a a great leader, a great representative of, he gives these young guys something to look up to, and doing a tremendous job at Huntington High. Good pass.
Lucas goes to Thompson. Thompson with 4 now in the game, and the North stretches it out to a 24-18 advantage. And then on the other end, it's Yoakum for the South Cardinals. Here comes Graydon McKinney. McKinney helped Ritchie County finish as the runner-up last week at the state track and field meet. Driving is McKinney and scoring it.
Yeah, McKinney quick to the basket. Great finish.
Isaiah Gardner is in the game for the North Bears, number 23.
Got away with a little travel there.
Bailey Thompson's shot is short. Gabbard had his hands on it, but Bifano gets it and rifles from the top of the key. So that is the third 3 of the first half for the North Bears, and they're out to a 29-20 lead.
Yeah, Bifano came to Scott Brown game. Wasn't real well known. They didn't play in the state tournament. They came from a really good high school program, but they didn't make it to states, and there weren't that many players from the North, and he walked out there with the MVP trophy.
Bifano can't leave him open. This one off the mark, and Amari Smith out of there with it and running the floor. And a turnover on the South. Back it comes to the North Bears.
And here we go. Bryson Lucas on the drive behind the back. He has the outside skills. Great coaching staff that he played for in high school. Let him develop those outside skills as we see him with a good-looking three-point basket. And that's going to benefit him really well at the collegiate level.
William Gabbard with a nice move to the hoop, and Gabbard lays it off the glass and in.
You think Bimbo helped him with that Euro step?
I think so.
It looked awful good.
Here's Lucas gunning up the shot, wouldn't go. Pinkett on the move. South trying to fight back in it here, and Yoakum, he can fire away.
Yeah.
That one wouldn't go.
You know what happens there, Mark? When these guys look over there and they see 10 guys at the scorer's table, there's not going to be many passes that possession. That's called padding those stats. And then they're definitely not going to foul. They don't want that whistle to blow. They're trying to get their minutes, and I don't blame them one bit.
Zion Suddeth, Caleb Mage, Mel Clater, Aiden Satterfield, and Caden Pack back into the game.
Wow.
Johnson connects for the North.
Johnson has been on fire.
10-point lead for the North Bears. And here's Satterfield.
That's big time.
Knocking it through.
Step back three with Johnson inside his uniform with him. And Satterfield's capable of making shots like that with his length and his ball handling ability at that size.
Braden Miller, who averaged 19 points a game for Roane County, going to go to AB, and he puts it in for the Bears. Satterfield.
Little Kevin Durant stuff out there, Mark. If he hits that, you knew they would go get loud. I didn't mean to steal that from you.
I do. I said if he hits this, you're going to enjoy it. So I'm going to let you enjoy it.
You can see the crowd on the crossover and then the through the legs, and the crowd started going crazy. And as we take a look at it, let's look. Shake, step back. And it was so good we froze. There you go. There's the crossover. My goodness. Satterfield.
And Johnson, who committed the foul, but he answers. He has 15 in the game. 36-29. Here comes Johnson.
About time they double-team Johnson.
Later, just stepped on the line there. So to reset the lineup for you right now for the North Bears, Gavin Kennedy wears number 2. Braden Miller wears number 3. Kennedy from RCB. Miller from Roane County. Sam Cremines, who just inbounded, number 13 out of Williamstown. Jaden Johnson from Fairmont Senior. And joined out there by Ryan Neisler, number 11. Here is Miller. Now Miller just very patient. He's fouled by Sudduth.
Now, did you see Satterfield there switched up and guarded Johnson and challenged him on that shot? You know, for college coaches in here tonight, I know Satterfield has already signed, but that's what you're looking for. Who likes to compete in an atmosphere? Satterfield said Johnson scored every time he touched the ball. Let me have him one possession. And, I mean, look at, and then Johnson's guarding him on this end. Now, this has been an enjoyable game. They're guarding each other and playing basketball.
Well, we've seen this a time or two. Maybe Satterfield misses, Sudduth gets the rebound and scores, and he now has two. And sometimes maybe Sudduth will miss and Satterfield will score. Caleb May scooping it up there. May goes to Satterfield. May on the move. Dishes at the last second to Pack. Pack has 4 in the game out of Greenbrier West High School. Got some options right now. Good football player. Talked to Jared Robertson, the Greenbrier West head coach, who's on the South staff. And well, you want to see them all go. And, you know, being at the North-South All-Star Football Classic Hall of Fame banquet tonight and listening to guys who played in the North-South game and moved on to play college football and the careers they had, Jody McCown, Mike McCoy at WV and Marshall respectively, is like, go play. That was the message. Yeah. Here is Satterfield. Well, he has got a stroke, doesn't he?
Oh, I like him. More than Caleb May in an All-Star game sharing the ball like he is. We got a charge. A charge taken in All-Star game. See, when you're sitting there evaluating these kids, you got to like it. Caden Pack taking a charge in All-Star game. Got to like his toughness. And you know I like May. I like Caleb May's toughness. Here he is sharing the ball, not trying to get his.
Zion Sudduth, scoops it there to Pack, and then Pack's going to be fouled by Neisler. Yeah, you need to get down there and talk to Caleb May after the game. And I said, "Buddy, you need to play somewhere. You've got talent."
He does. I can't believe Pikeville is not beating his door down. What's the little guy reminds me of? Played for Charleston, got 50. Davis,
yeah,
Greg Davis. Yeah. Reminds me of Davis from back in the day, and he's got the toughness, and he's got that little spunk about him that you can tell in the All-Star game he wants to compete. He wants to get after. You look at him clapping his hands, and he don't want to let somebody score or put a show on, and I like him. Here he goes. He'll make the right play. Look at that. I mean, makes the right play, shares the ball.
Pack from the outside, knocks it through. Pack making his presence felt here. 8 in the game.
Yeah.
Ball goes out of bounds as Cremines went to the hoop.
Well, Caden Pack, he has a scorer's mentality. You know, he led the scores in the Scott Brown game. Should have probably got the MVP, but the MVP needs to go off the winning team. That's my thinking. Look at him, Caden Pack making a great play. Look at the pass.
Well, he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then Satterfield, who was the slam dunk competition winner, knocks that through. Driving and scoring. Good bucket there by Braden Miller, the pride of Roane County, other than our good buddy Andrew Miller.
Oh, Andrew Miller, that's a pride.
Zion Sudduth.
You see what the refs did there? Now I'm mad at the refs. You see that the ball went in the basket and he blew the whistle for the subs. And these guys on the court thinking, man, I wasn't going to foul for 3 minutes. Those guys are going to have to sit over.
Here's that bucket by Aiden Satterfield. Sudduth then scoring a three-pointer. He has 5 in the game. So check the lineup now for the South. Pinkett is in. Amari Smith's in. Pinkett wears number 12. Amari Smith 34. 23 in the game. Brent Kincaid is in the contest. John Blankenship, Kincaid's 23. John Blankenship is 33. And Braden Howe, number 2, out of Liberty Raleigh, he is back in. Lucas will go to the line. So Bryson Lucas in the game at the line. Number 10, Josh Alt, number 34. Mojo Chisler is number 44. 23 is Isaiah Gardner. And number 20 is Graydon McKinney.
Yeah, he needs to get in touch with Shay Fleener when he gets to Cal PA. Shay's still coaching in the area. And believe this or not, he became an avid weightlifter about 2 years ago. And I saw him in Beckley. He's swelled up. Looks like he could still play. And that would be a good one for Bryson to get in touch with when he gets to Cal PA. Shea was a great player for Cal PA.
Shot on its way, and there we see Mojo Chisler knocking it in for the first time. Outstanding player out of Clay Battelle High School, and he's going to go to a prep school in Florida, Bob.
Mark, with that name, Mojo Chisler, if you can't shoot, there's something wrong. Hey, he's got a great name. He's got the best name in the tournament. How about his mojo? Keeps it going.
Isaiah Gardner driving through traffic, ball knocked away.
And Stevie Robinson down there, one of the referees from Beckley, West Virginia. Stevie was a good player for Woodrow Wilson High School. Still in shape, still looks like he could play a little bit. But all these refs think they can play.
Braden McKinney trying to get it down low to Josh Alt. McKinney had 15 that state tournament game. We had the pleasure of calling that game against Charleston Catholic. That was a heck of a game and the first ever game in school history at the state tournament for Ritchie County. And how about that shot?
Well, they did play well. Bryson Lucas is a player, Mark. Can 40. Shoot it, can go to the basket, runs the floor, athletic. He's got, look at that pass.
Braden McKinney to Alt, and Smith coming in. Going to be called for the goaltends to give Alt the bucket.
And the proper call. Once that ball hit that backboard above the cylinder, automatic, blow that whistle, give him 2.
50-42. It's about 2 minutes and a half to go here in this first half. It's been a fun first half. Smith with the line drive, but it goes through.
Little one-legged 17-footer.
Here is
That's
Lucas. Yeah, Lucas going to go to Cal PA.
They got a steal. They got a steal in that young man right there. Coach Bennett, one of the most successful coaches in the state, as Smith hits another 3, really helped that young man develop his entire game. He can handle it. He can shoot it. As he turns it over right on cue. Hey, there's the hustle I was telling you about. Like to see that competitive spirit.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed out when I saw Bill Bennett announced his retirement, but just what a class act. Braden McKinney couldn't get that shot. And here comes Kincaid, hard player. We saw him compete tooth and nail there for Winfield in the state tournament. Shot good there by John Blankenship. Now about Blankenship, 6'6", going to give it a whirl at the University of Charleston. I think there's a lot of skill set with that 6'6" young man out of Lincoln County High.
I agree with you, Mark. A lot of skill set, long arms, talented with the ball. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Braden McKinney across the timeline. Picked up there by Braden Howe. Well, this is Gardner with it. Out of Pendleton County High School, driving and hitting the deck hard is Gardner.
And you know what? That late foul by the referee Stevie Robinson, see how late he called it? And that's a great call. I mean, if you make that shot in an all-star game, you swallow that whistle. He detected that the foul caused the offensive player to miss the shot. And, it's an all-star game, but the referees have to do good too, Mark. You know how I am about this stuff. Everybody's got to come here and do their job. And when they do it right, they need recognized. That was a good call there by Steve Robinson.
Gardner got the first, missed the second. Mojo Chisler there gets it to Lucas. Now here is Josh Alt. Out to McKinney, and McKinney driving in. And McKinney, outstanding football player at Ritchie, basketball, track and field, does it all. Still trying to decide where he might wind up. And a whistle and a foul. Salute the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association. Harold Irwin, Don Dillinger, Steve Campbell, Greg Bono, Ron Allen, Jamie Tallman, Sean Lumet, Dan Comer, George Barker, Brian Fisher, Cheryl Holmes, Ron Terry, who was inducted into the North-South All-Star Football Classic Hall of Fame tonight as Blankenship scores it. Donna Ferguson, Mary Ramsey, and David Vines. Great group of people putting on this contest.
How did you do that, Mark? You went through those names and still got the right person making the shot. I was getting ready to jump in and help you. You weren't looking. How'd you know that was Blankenship? There's some good hustle. Mark, I've enjoyed this. I was dreading it. I mean, 170 to 140. I was really dreading coming up here and go, oh, so-and-so shot a three with nobody guarding him. Oh, yeah, but they're playing. Yeah, they're competing. That's not going to change at halftime.
I'll take 171 to 170. How about that?
If they're getting after it, yeah. If they're not just shooting open horse shots. And they've competed so far, 54, 51. You're talking about a score up around 110, which is good in an all-star game. These kids are competing, getting after it, trying to win, and that makes it so much more enjoyable for the fans when people are trying to win the game.
Time out here. We'll break away and return in a moment here from the South Charleston Community Center. North up by 3.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Back to live action here, 54-51, 5 ticks to go on the clock.
Well, let's see your play here that you drew up in your 1.5 hour practice today. Got to be a baseball pass. Well, you got 5 dribbles, Mark. 5 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, behind the back. Bryson for 3.
Yeah, Lucas got a shot there from half court after the turnover. Well, an entertaining first half of basketball, what we would expect in an all-star tilt. And the North Bears lead the South Cardinals 54-51 as Video Productions brings you coverage of this 2021 West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic. We return in a moment to South Charleston.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
Much of life is about movement. Every day we engage thousands of connected moving parts of our bodies to go about our lives. When one of those parts isn't working as it should, it can shut you down. At Scott Orthopedic Center, we're professionals that work with you to get you back up and moving as soon as possible. We use the latest techniques, tools, and resources to get you on the road to recovery. A full range of experience for a full range of motion. Scott Orthopedic Center.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Built for America, built Ford proud. Thornhill Ford Lincoln is proud to offer you our all-new Thornhill Value Plus warranty, giving you 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get going. The road to total savings starts with Thornhill.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
We welcome you back inside the South Charleston Community Center. It's a 54-51 game here at the break between the North Bears and the South Cardinals, along with two-time NAI National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin, and our great video productions crew producing tonight's telecast of this showdown. I'm Mark Martin. Well, Bob Bolin, All-Star basketball, you never know, but right now we got a three-point game here at the break.
Oh, three-point game, and it looked like a real basketball game. I've enjoyed it. I think both teams have shared the ball. They play defense. They're hitting shots. I thought it was a very enjoyable first half.
And as they go with these types of events, trying to play a lot of people, and you stop action, maybe get in a little rhythm, put some other guys in. But I think for the most part, neither team has missed a beat when you made those changes.
They really haven't, and that's saying something for these kids, because the players in this game are your 32-minute-per-game players. They're not used to taking a 5 or 7 minute blow. And, I mean, none of these kids are used to sitting out 7 minutes a game.
Well, we will return and discuss more about this first half of play. 54-51, our score. The North on top of the South. You're watching live coverage of the 2021 West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic.
First set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Much of life is about movement. Every day we engage thousands of connected moving parts of our bodies to go about our lives. When one of those parts isn't working as it should, it can shut you down. At Scott Orthopedic Center, we're professionals that work with you to get you back up and moving as soon as possible. We use the latest techniques, tools, and resources to get you on the road to recovery. A full range of experience for a full range of motion. Scott Orthopedic Center.
54-51 here at the break. The North on top of the South, along with Bob Boland, our great crew. I'm Mark Martin. Delighted to have you with us. 12 points by Aiden Satterfield leads the way for the South. 15 points for Jaden Johnson. He is the scoring leader of this game for the North Bears.
Well, those two really shot the ball well. Each of them have made 3 3-point attempts. They've been very efficient offensively. Both of those players are playing a great game. And then Caden Pack in there with 8 points. He's been able to put it in the basket also.
15 for Johnson, 7 for Bryson Lucas, 7 for Jack Bifano. 4 points in the contest for Bailey Thompson, 4 for Josh Alt, and 2 points each for Gavin Kennedy, Ryan Neisler, Graydon McKinney. Mojo Chisler has a 3, and Isaiah Gardner has a free throw. Again, Aiden Satterfield leads the way for the South. He has 12. 8 points for Caden Pack, 5 each for William Gabbert and Zion Suddeth. 4 points for Braden Howe. Amari Smith has 7 points in the game. Alex Yoakum has 2, Caleb May has 2, and Mason Pinkett has 2. So a lot of guys have contributed in this contest. Again, the North trying to win for a second straight game. No game a year ago. South leads the all-time series 29-8. But again, as we mentioned earlier, the North did win the last showdown 171-141, much to the chagrin of our buddy Bob Boland.
That's a lot of points.
You're a math teacher. I would need you. I would need you if we ever do a game like that.
Well, and this one would end up 108, 102. That's a good range. When you get 170 in 40 minutes, you can't be guarding anybody. I mean, you can't do it. And these teams have guarded. They've shot well. They've shared the basketball. They've really made it enjoyable to watch. I hope they don't mess up this half.
All right, we are getting set to go here for this second half and see who the South will go with here, Bob.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they'll go with here, Mark. Looks like they're going to go with Satterfield. Definitely go with him. He had a great first half. William Gabbert shooting the ball. Looks like he's going to go out there. And, you know, I'm a little biased. My man Caleb May, he's got to shoot the ball. I just like his competitive spirit, just like how he plays.
And they have Yoakum out there.
Yeah, he's been a little quiet, and he can shoot the ball from so deep.
And giving coaching awards out at the moment to Brian England, head coach of St. Albans, one of those coaches that guided a team that got his team into the state tournament and did not get to enjoy it due to COVID-19.
Oh, no, I mean, that hurts. And we did that game. Video Productions did that game where they beat Woodrow Wilson on Beckley's floor, and they're excited, and the program is on the upswing, and then they didn't get to attend the state tournament. And then to have to go on the road after the regional or the sectional championship this year, where there was a little collision with 2 seconds to go between a referee and a player. Just things haven't bounced their way, but Coach England's doing a tremendous job of building that program, and I look for bright things for them. Just a little worried about when you give the coaches the plaques at halftime, what if they take off the Applebee's?
I don't think these guys are going to do that. You know, and I was talking to football coaches a lot this week. They're at the North-South camp on West Virginia State University's campus, where we've had a chance to do some basketball this past season, and those coaches for both staffs, Ray Lee, the head coach at Greenbrier East, and his staff, and Darren Hayes out of North Marion and his staff, they said we'd come down here every year if they'd let us. What a thrill.
It is. It's an honor to be able to coach in these types of games. And years ago, the North-South basketball, the coaches would be up here 3 or 4 days, and that's a burden for them. Now they bring them in, practice once that day, put a few things in, and it makes it a lot easier on the coaches. And we're still seeing a really good basketball game here this evening.
All right, Caden Pack lost the handle on it, so Jaden Johnson starts out here for the North along with Sam Cremines. Jack Bifano is in there, Braden Miller, and Bailey Thompson. That's your 5 starters for the North Bears. And again, it's May, Yoakum, Gabbert, Satterfield, and Pack. Yoakum goes up high, gets the rebound. Yoakum going to play at Fairmont State. He lets it fly.
And that's a good shot for him. He can hit it off the dribble, can shoot from deep.
Big steal there by Caleb May, and then May will wait for some teammates to arrive, and the shot off the mark there for Gabbert. Battle for it. Thompson and Pack collide. Well, Thompson and Pack colliding there, and they faced off in the state tournament. It was Pendleton County defeating Greenbrier West in that opener. Pendleton County undefeated until that state championship game against Man. 2 straight undefeated seasons. Of course, their team of a year ago did not get to play in the state tournament, and Satterfield picking up where he left off in the first half, now has 15.
Did that look like a West Liberty type shot?
Yes, it did.
I mean, covering ground off the bounce, able to finish, and then comes across with the 1 block. Is he going to get another one?
Here's Johnson maneuvering down low.
Johnson with a good job of using the rim to stop the shot blocker.
Johnson has 17 in the game. On the move is Pack. Now here's Caleb May.
Look at that pass. Yeah. Well, he's played well.
He really has.
Yeah. He's got to be leading the game in assists right now.
Pack has 10 in the game, so he's in double figures, and Braden Miller getting tied up there, and we are tied in this game. And here is Yoakum. He will drive in and get whistled for the foul. The foul going to go against Braden Miller.
Watch Caleb May draws the defender. Nice little underneath pass. Caden Pack, the recipient. And then Yoakum on this end. And he has a great scorer's mentality, able to get to the free throw line, can shoot it from deep, and led Rick Green's club to the state championship. And can't say enough things about Rick Green. He can take his and beat yours, and he can take yours and beat his. He can just do it.
No question about it. 57-56 our score now. 1 point edge for the South Cardinals. On the move is Thompson, and he throws it into the hands of the South. And here's Pack going up, trying to get it into the hands of Satterfield for the dunk. Satterfield got it, but just could not quite convert. And on the other end, Bifano will score it for the North Bears. Satterfield trying to drain a 3.
Bifano, look at the little things he does. You see that pass, got the rebound, had the bucket on the other end to give the North a 1 point lead. Bifano is a winner. Makes a lot of winning plays.
Yeah. He won a lot of games there at Pendleton. We talked about that streak. He has, being Bifano, has 7 in the game. Thompson has 6. Here comes Yoakum with a nice move and scoring it.
Yoakum really good in the open court. Nice little fake pass and bucket. We got a 60-59 game here. There's Bifano again. I mean, he's a winner. I mean, he gets to the basket. Nothing looks real pretty, but he's able to score. He's able to rebound. He stuffs the stat sheet. There he is with the steal.
Just a highly motivated young man dishing it over to Johnson. So a couple of North Central West Virginians going to work there, and it will be Yoakum flipping it up, and Satterfield will slam it through. Satterfield now with 17 in the game.
Yeah, 62-61. Got a little barn burner here. And that was Caleb May sneaking in on the reverse dribble. And then Yoakum off the backboard. Satterfield slams it home.
Last time that teams were both under 100 was 2013. South won 92-81. From the outside, Mojo Chisler drills his second three of the game.
Can I say that once? Mojo Chisler for three. I like that.
And here's Smith. Smith's been impressive, Bob.
Oh, I've watched him play this year when Huntington played Beckley. Video production did that game. He's solid. 6'4", good body, good weight. Will make somebody a really good college basketball player.
Has 9 in the game. Neisler rolling around, wouldn't go. Smith comes out of there with it and heaving it down the floor, intended for Brent Kincaid, but it goes out of bounds. So we'll set the lineups for you at the moment for the two teams. North with the basketball, Gavin Kennedy, Ryan Neisler, Josh Alt, Mojo Chisler, and Graydon McKinney in there for the blue-clad North Bears. The South goes with Zion Sudduth, Amari Smith, Jamel Clater. Shot up no good there by Chisler. Also in the game for the South Cardinals, there is Braden Howe. Gets it down to Smith, and Smith will slam it through. And again, Kincaid rounds out the South lineup.
66-65 with that slam by Smith. South takes a 1-point lead.
Braden McKinney launching from straight away. Alt with the rebound. Alt just so athletic for a big man. And those coaches at the North-South football camp, they raved about him this week. Very quiet, very humble. Says he feels right at home at West Virginia State. Ball goes out of bounds.
Good spot. I like to call him the lumberjack. But he's just tough, gritty, can play all sports. He's going to be a good football player for West Virginia State.
No doubt about it. Amari Smith launching and can't connect. Neisler hustles to get the missed shot. Feeds Alt, and I believe Alt was fouled by Jamel Clater. Clater's going to go to community college there in Kansas that you know well, and you say that's a great move for him.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Hutchinson,
yeah.
Big time junior college basketball out there. Big time.
And a full ride, according to Brian England. So outstanding news for that young man. Zion Sudduth on the move after the North comes up empty-handed, and Sudduth, the future Wheeling University Cardinal, straight away, and he connects now with 7 in the game.
You got Coach Richardson up there at Wheeling with a lot of WVU ties, and his assistant, one of the all-time greats for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, he's learned so much from Bob Huggins. Alt now steps out from the outside there, and the big guy connects.
Yeah, good move by Satterfield. I believe he just hired Deshaun Butler a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good hire for him. Deshaun, still a lot of name recognition in this state. What a tremendous player he was.
Sudduth looking for another bucket. Sudduth has 9 after he got that last bucket. And no one seems to want the basketball right now. Nice dish there. Neisler to Alt. Alt just keeps battling.
Oh, he does. And, he's not an above-the-rim type player, so he uses head fakes. He uses his shoulders, able to square up and get the basket.
At the moment, as Smith lets it fly, wouldn't go. At the moment, he's the only guy out there that's been through 12 football practices this week.
Wow. Wow.
They started on Sunday, 2-a-days. They've had a great week there in Institute, and going bowling and swimming. And
no wonder Caleb May's passing so much.
Yeah.
His legs, he's got to be tired. Now, Caleb May's in that also, right?
Yes, sir,
Okay.
And they went to the movies a couple times, so great event. From the outside, shot would not go there for Gavin Kennedy. Tight game here 70-69. North looking to retake the lead. Kennedy on the move. Smith out of there with it for the South. And ball goes out of bounds at the 12-11 mark, and we will have substitutions galore here. Get them for you, and for the South Cardinals, they're going to go with Caden Pack. Comes in, number 3, William Gabbert, number 21, number 33, John Blankenship back in, number 12, Mason Pinkett returns. And looks like Alex Yoakum has checked back in for the red-clad Cardinals. Here is Pack from the free throw line, rolls around, it wouldn't go. Rebound there by Fano, Jaden Johnson, Bailey Thompson, Isaiah Gardner, and Bryson Lucas back in the game for the North Bears. Quick hands there by Pack.
That's a really good lineup for the North in the game right now. And look at that score as they take it. They were down 1 when this lineup switched.
Bailey Thompson has 8. Yoakum's shot wouldn't go. Great save there by Pack. Gets it to Pinkett, and Pinkett will deliver the three-pointer. Pinkett with 5 in the game.
Mason Pinkett played tremendous basketball in the state tournament. Now, the North has a huge size advantage in the game right now, and they're going to take over that. Now, can they guard Pinkett and Yoakum and these guys out on the perimeter?
19 points for Johnson. Tie game at 73. Yoakum cradled that ball, got the shot to go, and Yoakum 5 points here in the second half, 7 for the game. On his way, and the three-pointer good by Bryson Lucas, his 3rd of the game, Bob. He's got 10.
This North team can score at will, but they're having trouble stopping this quick side. Hey, play till that whistle blows. I think the referee had it knocked out of his hand. There's another possession. This North squad has scored every possession up the court with this lineup. See if the South can get a stop here.
76-75 our score, and Lucas guns it in.
If you look at that final stat sheet, this could be the stretch. They were down 1 when they subbed, and now the North is up 4.
Lucas with 13 in the game, 79-75. Gabbert shot on go. Pack with the save to Blankenship. Out it comes to Mason Pinkett. Negotiates there against Johnson. Boy, Pack is all over the place.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Getting his team his extra shots. And
then makes a tough shot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the smaller South squad is driving to the basket, but they can't stop the North. That's 6 straight possessions. They had 69. That's 12 points without a miss for the North team. But on the other end, the South team able to penetrate, see if they score again.
21 for Johnson. Here's Gardner flying down the floor, and Gardner gets his first field goal of the game. He has 3, and 83-77 lead for the North.
That's 14 points without a miss as Yoakum coming alive here, keeping the South in the game. 14 points without a miss. See what happens here.
Yoakum with 9 in the game.
That's D.
Lucas way out. That one a little short, but there's by Fano with the rebound. To Gardner. Gardner on the move. The one-hander off the glass, and then Gardner with a couple of field goals here in the second half.
Nice move by Gardner. They missed a shot there, but able to score on the possession. So that's 8 possessions in a row that the North has been able to score.
Yoakum driving to the basket, and he'll be fouled by Gardner. 85-79 game. That will put Yoakum at the line. 1 of 2 at the free throw line in this game.
He's came alive in the second half here. A little quiet in the first half, and the second half he's made some great moves, hit some big shots, and he's keeping the South in the game right now. Him and the hustle plays by Caden Pack.
85-81 our score.
They still have not been stopped yet, and another easy layup. All right, coaches, sub. That's 18 straight points without a stop. South has to maybe go with a little bigger lineup in there to try to slow the North down. And they go for 20 in a row, Mark. Here it is.
87-81 our score. Johnson getting that bucket. He has 23 in the game, and he has the ball in his hands as he brings it across the timeline, picked up by Pinkett. Lucas to Gardner. And Gardner shot a little short. Gardner chases it down. His miss, but
finally a stop.
Good job there by Pack.
Yeah, it's finally a stop. But on the other end, the South's only down 6. So even though they haven't been able to get any stops, they've been able to score to stay in the game.
Pack triggers it in, gets it to Gabbert, and Gabbert will connect.
Where is Satterfield? Oh, there he is. There he is. Here they come.
Just as you
game.
say that, he's up off the bench.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see him sitting over there.
87-83. Johnson, angle left there. Couldn't get it to fall. Collision and a foul. Scott Sorrow and Ryan Lambert, the head coaches for the North. Sorrow from Williamstown, Lambert from Pendleton County. Lambert played at Petersburg High School, went on to have a great college career at Bridgewater. He's the all-time leading scorer in the boys program at Petersburg. His sister, Christy, is the all-time leading girl scorer at Petersburg High School. They are the niece and nephew of Lawrence Nesselrote, the head baseball coach at WVU Tech there in Beckley.
Wow. Hey, that's putting some points up for one household.
So 87-83, Sudeth and Satterfield on the floor together now after the changes. Clater's in there, May is in there, and Satterfield, Bob, he can just score from any direction, any angle, any style.
I just think he's been sitting for 7 game minutes, so probably about 15 minutes, and to come in. North is getting layup after layup. South's going to have to rotate, get some help, because the North is just scoring so easily.
Cremines gets his first bucket of the game. Kincaid rounds out that South lineup. The North lineup at the moment is Cremines, Alt, Braden Miller, Ryan Neisler, who just committed the foul, and Gavin Kennedy. Aiden Satterfield at the line. He has 19 in the contest. And cannot get either to fall. Satterfield averaged close to 21 a game for Catholic in his senior season. Satterfield to Sudeth. Sudeth, the all-time steals leader at Charleston Catholic. Here's Caleb May putting up the shot, wouldn't go. Neisler. There's a good job there of bringing it down.
When you watch Satterfield miss a free throw and you think about that Charleston Catholic team going 0 for 4 as the big fella, the Lumberjacks, scores inside Josh Alt, missing all 4 free throws the final 40 seconds of the state tournament game to eliminate him. That just was a hard pill to swallow right there.
Josh Alt now has 10 in the game, 91-85, and make it 93-85 as Neisler now has 4 in the contest. Played for our good friend Joe Schmiedel there at University, great coach.
Oh, tell you what, Joe does a tremendous job with his team. Really built a great program up there as Neisler. Again, able to get a bucket, and we have a timeout.
I haven't seen that in a while. 95-85. We'll take a break here inside the South Charleston Community Center. The North on top by 10 over the Cardinals.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia. But what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Out of the timeout, the South Cardinals with the basketball. Zion Sudduth across the timeline. North leading it by 10. Aiden Satterfield going to try to bring the Cardinals back here, but that one wouldn't drop. And here's Neisler weaving through a crowd, but turnover. Caleb May dishing to Kincaid.
That was a good play out of the timeout by the South team as Aiden Satterfield slams one home to cut it to 8.
21 for Satterfield. Down the floor, pulling up, and Kennedy's shot would not go. So another opportunity here for the South to carve into the lead. And the foul will be called. We'll get the call from John Anderson. Good Kanawha Valley officiating crew here for the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic.
1-1. Can you believe we got to the bonus in the All-Star game? Oh, I think everybody in here was shocked. The referees were even shocked. They were ready to put the ball in play. I believe they need to go over here and count those fouls out, Mark.
Again, Harold Irwin, the executive director of the Athletic Directors Association. Great gentleman out of Buffalo High School's Satterfield connects. That's his second free throw of the game. Don Dellinger from Berkeley County, the assistant executive director. Steve Campbell from Musselman, the president. Greg Bonnell, the president-elect out of Doddridge. Ron Allen, secretary, retired. Jamie Tallman, treasurer out of Union High School in Grant County. Sean Blumette out of Brook High School, Region 1, on that Athletic Directors Association board.
So they put a good event together here tonight. Very well attended. Aiden Satterfield cuts it to 4. We may get a fantastic finish here as the South team employs a zone press.
There was a 10-point lead. Satterfield with 24 in the game, and they throw it away, round out.
Okay. Bryson Lucas is over going to coach. I'm ready. He keeps looking at the score, watching. See, I like that about him. He doesn't want to sit over. He's looking at that score down 4. He may check himself in here in a minute.
And again, you're talking about guys like any of these guys. They're not used to tight games. They're not used to being on the sidelines.
Oh, that he's never been over here unless he fouled out.
Shot no good there by Kincaid. North with the ball. Dan Comer from Spring Mills High School. George Barker from Chapmanville Regional. Brian Fisher from Lewis County. Cheryl Holmes from Eastern Greenbrier Middle School. Ron Terry, member at large. Mentioned him being inducted into the Football Classic Hall of Fame tonight. Donna Ferguson, member at large from Weir. Mary Ramsey, member at large from Clay. And David Vines, member at large from Wildwood Middle School. Great folks there, joined together for the success of athletics. Their motto of the Athletic Directors Association. Caleb May will score it there. He has 4 in the game, and we got a 95-93 contest here, Bob Boland.
Yeah, it had to be my little tough guy, Caleb May. Getting a steal and a bucket to cut it to 2. This part of the game, watch Caleb May sneak in behind. Nice quick hands, finishes, and the South's going equal on the play-in time. There's 4 minutes left. I believe it's that time both teams go with what they think can get them to win. As I see, remember Bryson Lucas back in there.
Yeah, Lucas.
Oh, yeah, you got to go for the win. 4 minutes to go. Everybody's got enough playing time, and you go with the guys you think can get you a win. And right there, Jalen Johnson is the one that can get you a win. He's played tremendously the entire game, and no bucket bigger than the and one he just now got. What's the strength on that, Mark? This guy's really strong. Look at that boom. Takes the contact. Gave him a little tiny flex there. Got a 4-point game.
And he has 25 in the contest. 97-24 92-93. Turnaround by Yoakum, and it falls through. Big bucket by Yoakum.
2-point game. Yoakum strong with the ball. Like this pressing team that the South has in the game right now. Really quick pressing team. Not as good in the half-court defense with this small lineup, but very good in the press. Yoakum for the lead. Boom.
Well, Yoakum has 17 in the game now.
98-97. I would be screaming help on Jalen Johnson. They got to help on him. He's too quick. Oh, missed the bunny.
Make that 16 for Yoakum, 98-97.
I'll tell you, Yoakum, how many in the second half? He's really came alive.
I had 2 at halftime.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So the bulk has come here, and there is the latest.
Money time. Alex Yoakum done it again and again in his career. Yeah, they got to pinch in on Johnson there. Can't let Johnson get all the way to the basket. He's too strong, too quick. Yeah, they got to make him shoot jump shots. Jalen Johnson again using his quickness. Been unstoppable tonight.
27 points. Yoakum on the move again, and we're going to have a foul called maybe on Lucas there.
Tell you what, I mean, somebody's going to have to help off of a shooter because Alex Yoakum's getting to the rim anytime he wants, and so is Jalen Johnson. Now, the defenders are trying to guard him. They just can't guard him one-on-one.
Yoakum can tie it right here and does. So he has 17 now. And now the opportunity to give the South back the lead. Now this is what you want right here. Good look at the crowd there from that angle, and they're enjoying it.
Here comes that zone press again.
Meisler will go back to Lucas. By Fano, drives and scores.
Well, you got the size factor. I mean, the size for the North is tremendous, and they can all go off the bounce and get to the basket. So if the South doesn't steal the ball in the full court, they can't stop them in the half court.
And Gabbert's shot would not drop. Here comes Johnson. North with the 1-point lead, and by Fano, hammered there by Smith. And that will put Bafano at the line.
Yeah, it's an all-star game. That's what you're supposed to do. It's 101 to 100. They got to earn it from that's not a dirty foul. He went for the block shot. Still like to see the South on the defensive end pinch in, make him shoot a jump. Here it comes. Went for the shot, block, contact in there. Bafano just solid. He gets up, shakes it off. I don't think it's going to take a lot to hurt that young man. Goes to the free throw line and makes the defense pay.
All right, Smith checks out. And Satterfield is in. Bafano makes both.
Did you say where Bafano's going?
Yes, Marymount in Arlington, Virginia.
I like him. I think he's solid.
He has 15 now, giving the North the 3-point advantage. Yoakum to tie it. Didn't get it to go, and here's Lucas. Over to Bafano, and he'll go up, and boy, just could not get it to go through. Bafano showing his leaping ability there, which we knew he had.
Just didn't quite get up high enough. Oh, missed that dunk for a 5-point lead, still a one-possession game.
Pinkett on the move, and
there's the shooter. Oh,
Gabbert could not get it to go.
So you got the 3G. Look at that. Oh, guess what, Mark? He missed it. I thought that was a good rip. Look at Yoakum. He's not happy. I like competitive, not happy. Now South needs to get set up and get that run and jump double team. They can't stop them in the half court, but they can go double team and go after a turnover. There it is.
Well, he tried to dish it down to Thompson.
Oh, my goodness.
Ball is loose. Lucas came out there with it, and here's Thompson. Back to Lucas, and Lucas scores.
Boy, the South had the ball in a one-possession game, and it bounced right to the North, and there's your makeup on the other end. Yoakum dribbled into a crowd. He'll get a chance at the 1-and-1. We have a good one here.
And Lucas with 15 in the game. Another look at that exchange.
Oh, look, right there. Had the steal. Gabbard, great hustle play. And Lucas with those long arms, good hands, gets it.
How about Thompson's pass?
Great pass from Thompson. Good catch by Lucas. That's one you look back on there, because right now this free throw would be for a 1-point game instead of a 3-point game.
18-19 for Yoakum, and make it 20. So 18 here in the second half, Bob.
Yeah, he has not been quiet the second half, Mark.
No, he has not.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, here's your steal. Yoakum for 3. Oh.
Dishing to Pack. Pack back to Yoakum.
Yoakum wants to score this. There he goes.
We'll drive it. Wow. Fano got up.
Yeah,
as
the
Yoakum
block
came in.
The block was clean, but the foul was on the ground. Yoakum has a way to draw fouls. I mean, he's a scorer. He's not just a shooter. Now, he can shoot it, but he can score it, get to the basket, makes winning plays, has a chance to cut it to 1.
Going to head off to Fairmont State to play for that program steeped in tradition.
Steep. That's a good word there. It's as steep as you can get, isn't it? JoJo Redden. It's like falling off a cliff. It's so steep.
He's going to play at the program JoJo Redden built, and son Dave coaching at Fairmont Senior, and his standout has been impressive in this game. All right, a 1-point game here, and it comes to Lucas.
Uh-oh.
Pinkett almost with the steal. Under 30 to go here.
Oh, my goodness. You got to hold it and hope for a foul. North get a timeout. I wonder how many fouls the South has to give.
Well, we had a foul there.
Yeah, are they in the bonus?
They are heading to the free throw line. Indeed, they are.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, there you see. Look at now they're going to change. They had them at the line.
Yeah. I got a pretty good counter in my head there, Mark. I didn't think they were there yet. So the South can really play aggressively here. Oh, my goodness, they're going for the bucket. Good
Neisler.
Got it on the ground. Called it on the ground.
All right, so Neisler's bucket won't go.
Still not in the bonus with 17 seconds. You know, the South just needs to get the ball in, chin it. Don't try any fancy passes. Chin the bat. Here comes the fouls. Okay. Should be getting close. This one or the next one. They say 16 foul mark?
Yes. Yoakum is.
I'm sure Bryson Lucas would like to get this ball and go to the foul line. Where's the foul?
Yoakum committed the last one, and now Pinkett, his GW teammate. That's 7.
Well, now Jalen Johnson at the line, but even if he converts these 2 free throws, the South can still tie the game with a 3. So it's going to be a 1-possession game after these free throws, regardless of what happens.
Missed his first attempt and only attempt of the game, and can't get this one to go. Here comes Satterfield to Pack.
Alex Yoakum was looking to touch it. Oh, great play by Brycus Lucas on the foul. Yeah, they wanted that ball to go to Yoakum there. He's been unstoppable here the second half. Didn't get a chance for a touch, but plenty of time. 4.4. Going to the line for 1-and-1. South coaches should probably be up there telling them, if you get this rebound, call a time. Timeout if you get the rebound. If he makes them both, get it out and go. Get it out and go if he makes them both. If he misses, they could jump the rebound or something, so you may want a timeout on a miss. 4 seconds. I'm going to let you count it down, partner.
Yeah, 15 in the game for Lucas, and here we go.
He did call time, yes.
They got it. All right, so Bryson Lucas had the opportunity there to at least make it a 3-point difference, but wouldn't go. And so now the South will have possession of the basketball and trailing by 1.
Well, Satterfield can get his shot off. Now Yoakum has had the hot hand. And I'll tell you what, if Yoakum gets that ball driving to the basket, you got to count 3.5 seconds. You can get 3 dribbles off. So I'm sure the coaches are telling them, you don't have to shoot it from half court. You can get 3 dribbles off. I'd say they'd like to get the ball to Yoakum or Satterfield going towards their basket with some momentum. And on the other hand, the North wants to get them to catch the ball going away from their basket, so they have to regroup. And it's hard to get a shot with 3.5 when you catch it going away from your basket. So I see I don't think he has his game pad out, but he's got pencil and paper out drawing it up.
That's old school.
I guess they didn't know they were going to be in this situation. And both of these coaching staffs have done a great job.
They have, and this is what you want in these games, right down to the wire.
All right, let's see. North doesn't have any fouls to give. And you got Yoakum and Satterfield setting up here high. They don't want to get the ball going. They want to get movement going towards their basket, not away. Getting it going backwards. Turnover. Oh!
It goes off of Bailey Thompson.
All right, now another timeout. Draw you up a play. Here you go.
Clock shows 2.3 seconds here inside the South Charleston Community Center.
Well, now you got your half-court play. Down 1, half-court play, 2.3. You'd like to catch it in shooting range. Now it doesn't matter, Mark, if you're going away or towards the basket because you're already there. If you can catch that ball near the 3, you got time for a pump fake and a side dribble and get a shot off. You got time for 1 dribble going towards the basket with a little runner. If you catch the ball going towards the basket, you got time for 2 dribbles. So a lot of options here for the South. North really going to have to play good defense here because it's going to be hard to stop this. Now look at the length that the North has in the game. You got Bafano, you got Lucas. You got Johnson who plays. They got their length in the game to challenge these shots. Don't look for the referees to bail anybody out here, partner. You're going to have to put this one in the basket.
All right, so Pack will inbounds.
Don't want to get the ball in the backcourt. Want to get it going towards the basket. There it is.
Satterfield off of his foot and taken away by Lucas, and that will do it.
What a good game, Mark Martin.
No doubt about it. The North winning over the South 105-104. South had a chance, but just could not make any magic happen there in the closing seconds. A lot of fun. Bob Boland will return and recap it for you in a moment. You're watching live coverage of the 2021 North-South All-Star Classic, being presented by the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association. Back in a moment.
Strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. and all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
Well, it was an outstanding game, and just as we said, Bob Bolin, there is the MVPs. Jalen Johnson, 27 points for the North, and Aiden Satterfield, 24 points for the South. And it's a 105-104 contest.
I think we could even get those MVPs right. Well, both of those really played. They both were able to get to the rim. They both shot the three well. Two very deserving MVPs. You couldn't have gone wrong with Alex Yoakum with the second half that he had. But that was just a really enjoyable basketball game. And guess what, Mark? An all-star game was won with a defensive play at the end of the game.
That's right, no doubt about it.
That doesn't happen much.
No doubt about it. It was a lot of fun indeed. They also gave out a couple of scholarships here in the game. The West Virginia Athletic Directors Association, sponsors of this game, did that, and it was Ryan Neisler for the North and Caden Pack for the South. Well, Bob Bolin, our first ever chance to do an all-star basketball game together. A lot of fun here inside the South Charleston Community Center.
Well, Mark, we've done Division I, Division II, Single A, Double A, 3A, Quad A. Maybe we need to do a middle school game someday. But now we add all-star to the list, and guess what? It was a good all-star game, very enjoyable. And, partner, always good to do a game. We may never get to do another June game. This is great.
I know, that's right. Yeah. All right, well, it was indeed a lot of fun here inside the South Charleston Community Center, and the North wins it over the South by a final of 105-104. Many thanks to our great crew, Butch Mounts, the executive producer of Video Productions Sports. So for analyst Bob Bolin, our great crew, I'm Mark Martin. We say so long from the South Charleston Community Center. The North wins at 105-104 over the South in the West Virginia Athletic Directors Association North-South All-Star Basketball Classic. You've been watching it live on Video Productions. That was not too shabby.
Good.